Also, welcome to ZenTen with Jackie Rose of Zentangle. We're on day 2 of another week, and yesterday we did Diva Dance Rock and Roll, and today we're going to do a grid pattern, and we're going to start with drawing some lines from one edge to the other. We're just going to start drawing a nice big, leave a lot of room in between these lines. So we're just going to start to draw a grid, like a checkerboard. Drawing lines one way. But while I'm going to do the lines one way, because we're going to do something different, we're now going to turn our tile. Actually, I'm going to add another one there. And we just call it a tile because it's just Zentangle lingo, because we end up putting them all together at the end and making a mosaic. So that's why we just call it a tile. So what we're going to do here is we're kind of going to do a zigzag. So we're going to start from the top, and in an angle, we're going to draw that line. Just one line. We'll zoom in a little bit. So we just got a little bit of an angle there. Now for the next row, we're going to go the other direction, just a slight angle. And then we're going to go back. So we're alternating with each section, trying to stay right there in the middle, but it doesn't really matter. Just go zigzag. Nice and slow and relaxed. Nice and slow and relaxed. We're here to relax our brain. Now we're going to do the same exact thing. Now I have a small space here, so I don't think I'm going to fit another one in there. So I'm just going to move on to the next step. So I call it a step, or the next row. So I'm going to, in each row, it's going to be the same direction. So I'm going to start right here. So I'm drawing that angle, so it's the same direction of that one. And then the same here. So we're going zigzag. And I don't have room here, so I'm going to leave that alone. And then I'm going to move on to this section here. So this one is done. So I'm going to, again, remember each row, lines go in the same direction. So I'm going to start my zigzag here, making sure when I get here, it's the same direction as the other lines. Zigzag. And then once you have that done, now we're going to put in some stripes, some lines in every other section. So I'm going to start in the middle here, and I'm just going to start to draw these lines, auraing this line right here. And aura is just tracing the same shape right above it or below it or around it. And so we're going to do this with every other section. So this would be one here. Focusing on each stroke, each line that you draw. Each line has purpose. Each line is deliberate. Let's give it some attention. Every time we draw, we want to give that undivided attention to what we're drawing. Nice and slow and relaxed. Make sure you're holding your pen lightly. You're not holding it too tight like I tend to do. Make sure you're relaxed, your shoulders are relaxed. You're in good position, good posture for your back. And your mind is relaxed. And the only thing we're focusing on is drawing these lines. And that's it. That's the pattern for today. And I forget the name of it, so I'm going to put it in the section of the video, so you'll see that. And it's a very cool pattern. These are all original Zentangle patterns. And when we shade this, it's going to really make it look so different. So remember, don't focus on the outcome of these patterns, because then it's going to look so different on day 5, especially when we start to shade and fill in these other background areas, etc. So have a nice, relaxed day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.